So here are just a few things that you want to be thinking about from day one, with the final one being, how can this become scalable? If anyone in this room was to take on 10 new customers in the next 7 days, could you do it? Could you do it and them actually have a great customer experience? What if you had 100 new customers come on today? Could you do it? Would it be possible? We've got some yeses, we've got some nos. What if, like me as a professional speaker, you go to a conference, right? It's not unusual for me to stand on a stage and there'd be up to 1,000 people in front of me. Now I know I have an average conversion rate of about 30%. So if I had 300 people sign up tomorrow, could my business take it? Those are the questions we have to ask. So, how are you going to make your business scalable? I'm going to give you some more tips today. Now, the next thing you really need to do is know your numbers. Oh, so boring. It's going to be a math lesson somewhere. Don't worry, I absolutely hate math. I don't particularly like a math girl, but I do know how to make $1 million. And one of the things you need to do to make $1 million is to know some very specific numbers. How many people here have a goal to hit their 7 figures in the next 12 months, or at least have 7 figures in revenue coming in? No? No, I'd like to be poor, Sarah. Who wants to make 7 figures in the next 12 months or more? Yes, of course we do. Wakey, wakey, tea cakey. So when I ask people, well, how are you going to do that? Coaching clients come to me and they say, I want to make this much money. Okay, how are you going to do that? And they'll say generic things like, oh, I might run some Facebook ads, I might do some speaking, I might do some knocking on some doors. I'm like, cool, awesome, okay. But how will you know when you're getting there? So I'm going to give you an example. I'm just going to pick a random low-ticket SaaS, okay? The average SaaS out there, roughly $100 a month, okay? Just to make some math as easy as we can. So if I'm charging $100 a month for my SaaS, how many subscribers do I need to hit $1 million a year in annual recurring revenue?
8,400.
8,400? Yeah, so we're looking at about 80 a month or so. Yeah? Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
Does everyone not agree? Interesting? Is that how it works? Run! Run! It's absolutely wrong, right? Sorry. Didn't mean to make you look silly sausage, but this is the most common mistake, and it's completely normal. We've all done it, myself absolutely included. Early in my business, when my education side, subscription-based membership, academy, I was making this mistake. I went in my head, I want to make 7 figures in my education academy, my membership there. So that means if I'm charging $100 a month, I'm going to need to get 80 new subscribers a month, and then I'll hit my $1 million. And then it wasn't happening. And I was saying to myself, but why? I'm doing all the things that all these gurus are telling me to do. Right? I am busting my beautiful little beehive to make this stuff work, and it's not happening. Where's my $1 million? Right? And so then I sat down and went, oh, flip. We have some other things we need to think about. Because here are some numbers that are missing. So I want you to grab your pens and papers right now. We're going to do some math. First of all, you're going to keep it secret. You don't have to tell anyone. I want you to write down what is your revenue goal for the next 12 months. Write that number down on your piece of paper, on your phone, on your laptop. What is your revenue goal for the next 12 months? Okay. You also want to go, well, if I was going to make $1 million, it's $100 a year. How many free trials are you going to need to have to hit that goal? Now, we know from the math here it was about 83, 84 a month coming in, so we do this on a monthly basis. But I'm going to just assume it's 50. Let's just make it a little bit easier, right? I'm just going to bring that number down from 80 to 50, a little bit less terrifying. We then need to think about, well, hang on a minute. If we've got people coming on for a free trial, whether it's a service or whether it's a SaaS, for instance, how many of the people do the free trial and actually stay on as a paid subscriber? Oh, because what we tend to do in our heads is we go, oh, well, I had 50 people sign up, or I had 84 people sign up. They're all going to stay on, right? No, they don't. A lot of them will do that free trial and then cancel for whatever reason. It could be our systems, our customer support, it could be whether we help onboard people or not. It could just be because they just ran out of time and the dog sipped on the carpet and they just didn't get back to it, right? Or you didn't send their login information, whatever it might be. Right, but either way, we forget to calculate the fact that there is a percentage of people that go from the free trial to staying paid, and there is a percentage of people that do the free trial and cancel, and they go. So what is your conversion rate? Now, if you've connected up to Stripe, Stripe will tell you. It literally tells you what your conversion rate is. Yep. Now, we have in our business averaged around 50% conversion rate, just to give you some idea. However, industry averages tend to stick around the 9 to 13% conversion rate from a free trial in tech into being a paid subscriber. Just keep that in mind. And there are some things we've done to increase that conversion rate. I'll be touching on some of those in a moment. And the next number that we need to calculate to get this right is, what is our churn rate? How many people that do stay on then end up leaving next month? What is that churn rate? And again, Stripe will tell you exactly what that is. So now we know this, I want you guys in the pulpits to now fill in your numbers. What is your approximate number of free trials that you're getting at the moment, or your demos if you're doing more agency-based work, or that you hope to obtain if you're just starting out? What is your current conversion rate, or roughly expect yours to be? And base it on 50% if you're not sure at the moment. And what's the churn rate that you have? Okay, now in the SaaS industry, the average churn rate is anything from 10 to 70%. So I know it's massively varied because there are so many factors involved around the service that comes with the software. Okay. Next, so now we have those figures. We actually need 279 new free trials every single month if we are going to hit our $1 million. See where we go wrong? This is where I was falling down. I needed 2.5 times more the actual subscribers coming on a free trial than I thought I did. And that's why when my first subscription business started, it was a really hard slog initially. If you get these numbers right, you're going to be ahead of the game. Now, with that in mind, the next thing you need to know, and this is where, again, a number of my clients come to me and say, Sarah, help, I don't understand why I'm not making money. I don't understand why I'm not selling. And I say, right, well, now you know how many subscribers you need to have, or how many customers you need to have. How many are you getting in front of? And they go, oh, I don't know. Put a post on Facebook. I spent, $1,000 on ads this month. I went to that BNI meeting or the Chamber of Commerce meeting. And I'm like, right. So let me give you another number. Let's pretend I'm up here selling to you guys. You're all my perfect target audience, right? I do my pitch, and let's pretend that I only have a 1% conversion rate in my marketing. 100 people in the room, one of you guys. That's my conversion rate, right? Let's pretend. So I didn't need to get in front of one person to make that one sale, did I? I had to get in front of 100 people to make that sale on a conversion rate of 1%. So with this number, if I'm selling $100 SaaS and I want to make $1 million and I have a conversion rate of 50% and I have a churn rate of 10%, I don't need 83 customers a month. I need to get in front of 27,900 people every single month in my niche target audience if I have any hope at all at hitting my $1 million target.